Catching the infinite through the finite. Legends behind shrines and sacred sites. Kashi Vishwanath, Shiva's oldest abode below Kailash. Kashi or Varanasi is probably the oldest city not only in India but also in the world. Mark Twain conveys the spirit of its antiquity even though in a lighter vein. Varanasi is older than history, older than tradition, older even than the legend, and looks twice as old as all of them put together. Reverend M. A. Shering puts it in historical perspective thus: 26 centuries ago, at least it was famous, when Babylon was struggling with Nineveh for supremacy, when Tyre was planting her colonies, when Athens was growing in strength, before Rome had become known or Greece had contended with Persia. She had already risen to greatness. All along, Shiva has been the presiding deity of this great city. When did he choose to reside here? There is no answer to this question, for that must have happened before mankind began dominating history. But legends have an answer to the next natural question: why did he choose this place? Once the three great gods, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, were engrossed in a debate as to who among them could be called truly unfathomable. Shiva changed into a luminous column of light that seemed to rise into infinity. Changing himself into a boar, Vishnu dug into the earth to locate its beginning, but after a long time returned to the surface to admit his inability to reach the source. Meanwhile, Brahma, who had assumed the form of a bird and had soared into the sky to reach the end of the column, also came back and claimed to have seen the end of the column, which was not true. Shiva got angry at this false claim and wished Brahma, who had 5 heads, to lose the one that had spoken this. The head got detached from Brahma's neck all right, but it stuck on to Shiva. He realized that he should not have felt provoked and turned to any destructive wish. He roamed the earth in a repentant mood until he reached Kashi, where the head fell off him and disappeared. At once Shiva transformed himself into a symbolic stone, and that is the Jyotirlingam worshipped at the city's premier shrine, that of Vishwanath. Is the legend yet another invention of the Shaivites to establish the superiority of their god over the claims of the two major sects? Even though that could be the reason d'etre of its circulation, its meaning could lie deeper. Brahma is worshipped nowhere except at Pushkar. Shiva alone prevailed all over the subcontinent before Vishnu incarnated again and again, and his incarnations, such as Rama and Krishna, grew immensely popular. One of the meanings of the term Shiva is eternity. Needless to say, eternity has no beginning or end. Brahma, as the god of creation, naturally represents beginning and end of things. Hence the conflict. But so far as the phenomenal world is concerned, beginning and end of things too are a relative truth. Shiva, the infinite, reducing himself to a finite object, could be the reconciliation between the two realities. from the book Myths, Legends, Concepts and Literary Antiquities of India, written by Manoj Das, narrated by Aishwarya Priyadarshini.